Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Field Guides info session. Today, I'll be telling you about our program, which offers seminars and mentorship for undergraduate students who are interested in ecology and related fields. So you might be joining us from a recording, so hopefully this information and the slides that are attached will give you all the links and ways to access more information that you'll need. But if you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to any of us on the Field Guides Planning Committee. We'll introduce ourselves in a minute, or our email, fieldguides@umn.edu, if you have any other questions. All right, so thank you for being here, for listening to our video. We're glad that you're here and excited to have this opportunity to share a little bit more about Field Guides. So this is our overview for what I'll talk about during this info session. I'll go over who we are and what we do, tell you a little bit more about the seminars we have coming up this semester, as well as what our mentorship program offers. And then at the end, we'll have time for question and answers. Okay, so we'll start with who we are and what we do. And to start that, I will introduce the grad committee. Okay, so this is the grad committee. We are the people who plan Field Guides. I am Amy Wananen. I'm a fifth-year PhD student in the Shaw Lab. And I think the rest of the committee members are here today, so I will let everyone else go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Megan Wilcox, and I'm a fourth-year PhD student in the Boyle C. Bloom Lab.
Hi, I'm Maria Park, and I'm a second-year PhD student in Janine Cavender-Bears' lab.
Hi, my name is Molly. I'm a fourth-year PhD student in Linda Kinkle's lab.
Hi, I'm Janine. I'm a fourth-year student as well, and I'm in the craft lab with Megan Craft.
Hi, I am Maggie, and I am a third-year PhD student in the Isabel lab.
All right, thanks everyone. We're gonna skip ahead to talking about what our program is now. So the Field Guide program consists of mostly these first two parts, but we're based on some feedback that we've gotten from students. We're thinking about adding this third component as well. So Field Guides mainly consists of our monthly seminar series, which are focused on topics like getting involved in research and applying to grad school and trying to figure out if those kinds of things are right for you. And our mentorship pairings are when we pair undergraduate students who are interested with a graduate student mentor, and this can be based on shared interests or shared identities. And the idea here is that this grad student can be a guide to you as you are navigating your interests in this field. And really the idea is that this grad student can tell you the kinds of advice that they wish they had gotten when they were in your shoes. Something we've heard a lot from people who have been involved in our program, who are interested in becoming involved in our program, is that they're interested in being outdoors and doing things with other people who have interests in the outdoors and nature. That's a really common interest in our program. So something we're considering adding is what I've called field trips here. So this would be like informal opportunities to meet other grads and undergrads who have interests in ecology and related topics. So this might look like nature hikes. Exactly what this will look like is to be determined. So watch this space. So you might be wondering if Field Guides is right for you or what this program is really all about. So one way to think about it is by thinking about what kind of topics you're really drawn to or that you're curious about. So Field Guides might be right for you if you're interested in ecology, evolution, entomology, animal behavior, plant science, conservation, microbiology, or kind of a lot of different fields that connect to these different topics. So ecology itself is a really broad field that connects with a lot of different kinds of topics. So there's a good chance that Field Guides might be right for you, even if what you are most curious about isn't exactly listed on this screen. But it might also be right for you if you're really still just figuring out what kind of things you're most curious about. So Field Guides is a great space to kind of talk with other people who have similar areas of interest or who have gone through this process of figuring out what kind of topics they're most passionate about. That said, if the kind of areas that were listed on the screen before really don't resonate with you a whole lot, and you're really passionate about other areas in STEM, another program that's available to you through the University of Minnesota that might be more of a good fit for you is a Friend in STEM, which you can learn about at friendinstem.umn.edu. So this offers a lot of similar services and opportunities as Field Guides does, but just to a more broad STEM audience. So this might be more appropriate for you if you are, for instance, interested in biochemistry or neuroscience and aren't as curious about the connections in those fields with ecology or evolution. And similarly, if you're interested in health science, like you're pre-med or interested in going to med school, there's also a lot of great opportunities for you at the Pre-Health Student Resource Center. So while we don't have a lot of experience with our group or in our mentors with applying for medical school or navigating the different opportunities in health science, the people at this resource center will definitely have the answers to your questions there. So I really encourage you to seek out those resources and opportunities if that's something you're interested in. All right, next I'm going to be talking about what is coming up this semester. So I'll tell you a little bit more about our tentative seminar schedule. So coming up at the beginning of October, we'll have our first kind of official seminar of the semester where we'll talk about getting involved in campus research. And specifically, we'll be focusing on the UROP, the Undergraduate Research Opportunities Program. So we'll be giving tips about getting involved in research just in general, as well as navigating the UROP application. And so the way that we'll do this is we'll actually invite the director of the UROP program to come and speak with us about what they hear from students, what they see in applications, and have them give tips about what makes a really successful application. Later in October, we'll have a seminar on applying to grad school where we'll talk about our experiences with applying to grad school, as well as just what grad school is and how to even get started with approaching the application process. Later in the fall, if you're interested in summer jobs that are related to ecology related fields, you'll probably start seeing a lot of jobs starting to be posted right around November and December. So this is when we will have a two-part seminar where we'll talk about application season. So first we'll focus on finding opportunities that might be right for you, have tips for reaching out to people and learning more about positions. And then in our second part of this series, we'll have a seminar on resumes and cover letters and kind of preparing your application materials. And at the second seminar, we're hoping to have people from the CBS Career Resources Center come and talk about the opportunities that they offer. So their job is really focused on helping you with these kinds of questions. And so they'll be able to talk about ways that you can get their help to have your most effective application season. Also wanted to mention that we've given a lot of seminars in the past, and so you might be interested in some of the topics we've covered last year. And if you are, then you can find all of these linked on our website. So I have the link here. If you're looking at the slides, you should be able to click on the link and access the resources. Or you can just search for Field Guides, and you'll be able to watch our past seminars and see the slides and other resources that we have linked on this page as well. And one that I wanted to highlight is our Field Guides grad school application cheat sheet. So if you are thinking about applying to grad school this fall, you're maybe starting to think about that right now. So I just wanted to point out that we have this really great cheat sheet that has kind of a comprehensive overview of the whole process. So if this is something you're interested in, I really recommend you take a look at this guide, which will be linked in the slides. All right, next I wanted to talk about mentorship and what mentoring looks like in the Field Guides program. So I thought the best way to go over what mentoring looks like in the Field Guides program, especially from an undergrad perspective, would be just to share these testimonials of people who participated in the program last year. So they can describe in their own words what mentoring looked like and how it went for them. So this first one, these are all really positive reviews of mentoring, but I hope it gives you a flavor of the variety of different mentoring styles and ways it might look for you. So for instance, this person says, I really enjoyed working with Taylor this year. We got a lot done with REU applications, creating a CV. Taylor gave helpful feedback on writing, which helped them become a better applicant for scholarships and internships. And she answered a lot of questions in great detail. Overall, Taylor was an amazing mentor, and I look forward to meeting with her every few weeks. Another example is a student who started the semester feeling really unconfident about their ability to prepare for the future. Meeting with their mentor throughout the semester really helped them understand that they're capable of preparing for careers that interested them and feel more confident. So I think both of these highlight that mentoring can look different ways, but a lot of times it involves meeting with the same person throughout the semester and kind of just going to that person with questions and navigating how you can feel successful in your pursuit of different career opportunities at this stage. A couple other examples that just kind of highlight the same sorts of feelings that people had after having these successful mentoring pairings. One says, Rodrigo was awesome. He was super flexible about meeting times and always understood if I couldn't make it to a meeting or had to change the time. He was super resourceful, helped me find different seminars to go to in order to expand my interests. He exposed me to great campus resources and helped me be successful this year. But hopefully this highlights that it doesn't have to be a huge commitment to sign up for a mentoring pairing, that the people who sign up to be mentors understand that you're really busy. And so, you can make this relationship whatever you want it to be. And finally, I have this last one that says, oh man, where do I begin? Tom has been awesome this past year. I was a transfer student coming in, and it was incredibly hectic to balance transferring to a new school and dealing with Corona craziness. Tom helped me get a foothold. Throughout the year, he's been there to talk to about what it's like to be a grad student, campus opportunities, personal experiences, and his grad student studies, and so much more. But knowing that he'll be able to lean on Tom in the upcoming final year has really cut down on the anxiety of the grad school process. And so this is really what we hope the mentoring that we can offer through field guides looks like. So it doesn't have to be anything really specific. So a lot of these people talked about how they had goals that their mentors maybe helped them achieve. But clearly this looked different ways for different people. And you can really tailor what this relationship might look like to suit your needs at the point where you're at. So we want to pair everyone who wants a mentor with a graduate student who wants a mentee. And if you haven't filled out the student interest form yet, we'll post the link in the Zoom chat as well as with the slides. And we hope to have the mentoring pairs in place by the end of next week. So be sure to fill out that form as soon as possible and then be on the lookout for emails from us. All right, with that, we will move on to Q&A, or just say that we are really available for questions anytime that if you have any about field guides, if this program might be right for you, you're welcome to start out the semester just by attending our seminars or just having a mentor. Either way works fine. So really just hope that you will get involved with field guides this semester, however makes the most sense for you. So with that, I think we'll stop the recording and look forward to getting to know you better this semester.